Welcome back to the Delaware Way. I'm Larry Menti. There is an organization that looks for the best ideas in Delaware, the best leaders in Delaware, and tries to bring them together to make Delaware a better place. And now they have a new leader. Tsai is the executive director of the Pete DuPont Freedom Foundation. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Tell me a little about yourself first. How did you get this job?
The posting I saw through a professional network that I am a part of on Facebook, and I've been in the association world since 2004, and it was really a job posting to ask if anybody knew anybody who was interested in the position. I said, I've been in that world for quite some time. I know quite a few people. I'll take a look at it. So the person forwarded me the job description, and I looked at it and said, I know a person, and so I threw my hat in the ring, and I was ultimately selected.
And what will your job be? What's the responsibility of the position?
So my primary responsibility is, one, to create greater awareness of the foundation, two, to fundraise for the foundation, and three, to carry on our foundation's mission. So it's really to ensure that we have the resources to bring together business leaders and entrepreneurs and celebrate entrepreneurship, and then work to identify innovative and bold ideas that can be put to work to advance Delaware.
Well, you're checking the first box by being here, creating awareness for the foundation. You talked a little bit just at the very end about what the foundation does. Expand on that. What
Sure.
is the mission of the foundation?
So the Pete DuPont Freedom Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit, and the mission is to bring together innovators and bold leaders to identify ideas that will create jobs and make Delaware a better place to live, work, and raise a family.
Can you look at specifics and say, we did that?
Absolutely. So a perfect example, through a process that we have called Reinventing Delaware, which is an event where we bring together 100 individuals, each with an idea that they think would advance Delaware. It's a live voting and scoring and review process, and we identify the top ideas. Specifically, a few years ago, zip code Delaware came out of our foundation, and so that's one of our flagship representations of the work.
And the fascinating part about zip code Delaware, zip code Wilmington, I think, is because the companies are involved from the very beginning.
Absolutely.
And they're hooked up with the students, so you're almost assured a job if you do a pretty good job. And the idea is that we're not ready for the new economy, right? I mean, we're getting there now,
Yes.
But there was a while there where we were really falling behind with the new economy. It is the type of innovation, is the type of idea that is unique in Delaware, in Wilmington, to have a school and for companies to pay for a school to find the workers that they need.
Right.
So that was one great idea. What's the next one? What are you looking at now?
Well, recently, back this past Wednesday, we had our Pete DuPont Freedom Award event where we honored Carol Ammon for her work with Endo Pharmaceuticals. What we are focused on is really identifying young entrepreneurs, up-and-coming entrepreneurs. And so we've recently launched our Reinventing Delaware process for 2018, where we're soliciting ideas that we will review and hopefully identify some folks that will come to our event this winter. And so what we're really looking for, so for example, in 2017, we graduated 2 ideas, the Warehouse and Wilmington Green Box. I don't know if you're familiar with those.
No, please tell me.
So the Wilmington Green Box is another 501c3 nonprofit, and we're not just focused on nonprofits, we're looking for 4 and non, but this happened to win last year, where young teen, at-risk teens are given entrepreneurial opportunities to bring healthy goods and cold-pressed juices to the Wilmington community. So they're given these products, and they go out and sell them in the community, and they're given stands.
I think we've had them on the show.
And
we actually had them in here. Now that you're telling me about it, we had them in.
And so that idea came from our foundation's work in 2017.
Where do you get your funding?
So our funding comes from a few sources. One, we have members, which we call Patriot members, who are part of the business community that support our foundation. We also open our work to businesses and sponsors. And then, of course, as a nonprofit, we solicit grants, or we apply for grants as well.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming in, and congratulations on the job as well.
Thank you so much.
Stephen Tsai is the Executive Director of the Pete DuPont Freedom Foundation. That wraps up the Delaware Way for this week. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Larry Menti, and we will see you again next week.